These are the Beats Solo 4s, and these are Beats' most affordable over-the-ear headphones. In fact, the last time they updated the headphones was back in 2016 with the Beats Solo 3s. So it took them a good 8 years to come out with these guys. But the good news though is that it retails for $199, which is the exact same price point in 2016 when the Beats Solo 3 wireless hit the market. And I get it, like I'm looking at these things and there's really no reason for them to charge more when the design is pretty much identical to the previous version. Now these are obviously a bit smaller compared to other products in their lineup. Take something like the Solo Pros, they're a little bit bigger, obviously a little bit more expensive with a few more features. And then you have something like the Beats Studio Pro, which are significantly bigger. Like the ear cups themselves cover more of your ears compared to the other two. But these are the lightest, and in some ways that's a good thing, especially if you're going to be wearing them for a very long period of time. Like they only weigh 217 grams. If you're buying it, you do get a few things in the box, like this carrying case, which, feels pretty good. It's, there's double the amount of material in here to keep it protected. And then you have two pockets on the side, one to house your 3.5 millimeter cable, which comes in the box, and same with the USB Type-C cable. The headphones do have the same memory foam that the Beats Studio Pro are using. Obviously, it's not as thick and big, but they do feel fairly comfortable when they are on your ears. There's no active noise cancellation at this price point, which is kind of weird because I feel like for $200 headphones, it should be pretty standard. Like you can buy over-the-ear headphones now for $50 and it comes with active noise cancellation. Now the good news though is that the passive noise cancellation is really good. Like it does block out a lot of sounds, but I probably wouldn't wear these in an airplane. I'd rather carry the Solo Pros or the Beats Studio Pros to have ANC. Besides that, you have a place here to connect your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. You have your Type-C port, and then of course you have your power button. When you turn the power button on, it will light up on the opposite end to let you know that the device is activated. If it's flashing, it means it's trying to pair via Bluetooth. If it's solid like this, it means it's obviously connected. The one thing that I don't like about these headphones is that when you fold them, they don't turn off. Like you have to physically press the power button to turn them off, which is kind of annoying because with the Solo Pros, I fold them in, they automatically power down. And the same holds true with the Beats Studio Pros. The other thing I don't like is that if you take them off your head, the music doesn't pause, which is really unfortunate. Again, these are $200. They absolutely should. If you want to pause them, you have to use the Beats button on the left ear cup. Now, there are some internal upgrades inside of here, like the acoustic transducer, which helps with distortion. It's better now, and it also does a better job with high frequency responses compared to the Solo 3s. But it also now includes spatial audio. So if you're really into that and you have an Apple Music account and you like spatial audio, or even if you're watching Apple TV, these headphones absolutely support it. Also, you do get better battery life compared to the previous version. We're talking about 25% more battery life, up to 50 hours of use, or 36 hours if you're just making phone calls. Now, the good news is if the battery is low, you can use fast charge. And in about 10 minutes, you'll net an extra 5 hours of listening. And on top of all that, if this thing is completely dead and you don't have a charger near you, you can obviously just use the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack and it will continue to play music. Now, I know it's a minor upgrade for a lot of people, but for me personally, I love the fact that it has a Type-C port because not only do I have to carry less cables, but it just makes charging it significantly easier. This port allows uplink and downlink at the exact same time, which means I can listen to music, charge it, and make a phone call, all using the Type-C connection, which is great. Now, if you do want to listen to lossless music, this does support lossless audio, but only through the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Now, the big question, how does the sound on this actually sound? And look, it sounds exactly like my Beats Solo Pros. Like this is tuned for music. Like you're gonna have a little bit more bass, a little bit more on the high end. The mids are not gonna be as intense, but it sounds good. Like I'm happy with it. Beats in the past used to get knocked on their sound quality, but I think they've come a long way. And if you just want like very vibrant sounding music, they absolutely nail it. I tested this with an iPhone 15 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, and I found the sound quality on both of these devices to be great. You can't equalize any of the sound settings. There's no app to do that. It's basically done on the hardware itself. You have no control over it. It supports fast pair on Android and obviously quick pair on both devices. So it's easy to set up. Obviously on the Android device, you do have to download the Beats app if you want a little bit more functionality, but connecting them to either device is very simple. Now, if you are buying this for fitness, these don't have a true IP rating, but they are splash resistant. Like I was using the Solo Pros as predominantly headphones for the treadmill, and I've been using them for years and they've been working solid ever since. So it's gonna be the same sort of idea with these headphones. Like they're totally fine for the gym, they're totally fine for running, but don't put these in the pool because you will break them. So right now you're listening to the microphones from the Beats Solo Pro. I repeat, you are listening to the microphones from the Beats Solo Pro. You guys let me know how it sounds. And now you're listening to the microphones on the Beats Solo 4. Right now you're listening to the microphones on the Beats Solo 4. Which one sounds better, the Beats Solo Pro or the Beats Solo 4? So the big question, are the Beats Solo 4 Pros worth it? And I think for $199, what it is getting you is access to the Beats sound signature. Now, whether you like that or not is totally subjective, but I feel like in the last 5 to 6 years, the Beats sound profile in general actually sounds really good. It's a little bit more vibrant. No, it's not reference status or neutral, but I feel like for someone who's wearing these for the gym, just walking about, and wants their music to feel a little bit more alive, they do a good job of doing that. The only thing that I don't like is the fact that I can't power them off by folding them like this, or they don't pause when I take them off my head. I feel like for $199, those basic features should be included. ANC, technically it should too, but I get why they're not doing it. They want to have some differences between their more expensive offerings. Either way, this wraps up my review. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, stay tuned. I will be reviewing the Beats Solo Buds, which were also announced. So drop any questions if you want to see that. And I'll see you guys in the next one.